Good morning, 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 Melanie, good morning. Melanie, when you came on, the sun just beamed through the sky. Don't you love it? Good morning, good morning, hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, friends. Good morning, Carrie. Good morning, Tracy. Morning, Teresa. Morning, other Melanie. Awesome Melanie. Morning, Anna. Morning, Michelle. Good morning. You guys, guess who just arrived? The ducks. I kid you not. 5 minutes ago, I was in the bathroom trying to fix this messy mop, and they were not here. And just now, I looked out, and they're standing here, and they're staring in. It was like, we're waiting. When's 9 o'clock coming? We're waiting. We're looking at the clock. The guy duck is like, what time is it? Is your live happening yet? So our animal friends are here. It's so cool. So good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Josie. Good morning. I hope you made a delicious cup of yum yum to bring with you today. Good morning, Caitlin. Good morning. I hope it's been a gentle morning or afternoon for you so far. Good afternoon. And let's get this party started, shall we? It's so beautiful. And I'm going to call these ducks Sunny and Cher. I ask them what their names every year. You know, they say ducks come back, they stay together forever, and they come back. And this has been our experience every year here for 20 years. So I have a feeling this could be, descendants of the original. But we are now calling them Sunny and Cher. They're so cute. They're just standing there right now. So good morning. I'm raising my cup to you and to the start of another week. May this be a beautiful week. May we see miracles, joy, light, healing, ease. The hump is flattening. May we see the other side of the crest of the wave. All those things we keep hearing about in the news. May we see that now, and may we be blessed. May we be reminded that all is still well. Good morning. So cheers. It's better if you slurp it, Okay, what's going on with this piece? I don't know. We're just going to put that there. Good morning. So, my friend, how is the weather in your heart today? How are you doing for reals? Let's just take a check-in. Feel into it. And let's welcome ourselves into this day. I've been sharing this with you a bit, that every morning when I wake up, I come to the side of the bed. Good morning, Shannon. Good morning. Come to the side of the bed and I welcome myself into the day. I say a blessing just for me. I say some sweet words just for me. So let's do that just for you today, okay? Good morning. So if it feels right, you could put your hands on this master gland up here. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Good morning. State your name. My name is Robin. Good morning, Robin. Have a beautiful day today. You are amazing and I love you, and thank you for being here on the ride. Thanks for doing your best, and I want you to know, even when it's tough, I think you're amazing and I love you. Have a great day. Like that. Did you do it? Did you practice? And are you doing it in the mornings for yourself? I think it's such a powerful thing to do. Really and truly. So, next thing I do is choose a word for the day. I would love to hear your word for the day today. I really, really would. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Love to hear your word for today. Today, my word is bless. Bless. Not blessing, not blessings, but bless. And I'm going to tell you why in a bit. I love to hear your words too. Melanie, oh, that's gorgeous. Simplicity. You choose the best words. Very good. Very nice feeling for me too. Simplicity. Let's keep it simple in all the ways, right? Let's just keep it simple and gentle. Gratitude. Caitlin, that's beautiful. There's so much to feel grateful for, and also to feel reminded to practice if we wish, right? Good morning, Jen. Good morning, family. Good morning, Cooper. Cooper, the wonder dog in the house, I hope. Good morning. I was like, without my glasses, who's Jammer 1111? But that's not what that says. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Yeah, blessing, a new and much longed for baby in our family today. Wow, that's great. Congratulations. I know, that was going to be the next question because I was like, wow, way to bury the lead there, you know. So, blessing. So my word today, and Jen, did you pick a word for the day today? We just did that, but if it feels right, we're choosing a word for the day just to orient and align ourselves to. As you see, the sun is out for us. It's shining brightly. There's so much love around us, and even some fresh daffodils for us again today was out there. It's so pretty. Thinking about you, was out there thinking about you in the garden. Yeah. Luminosity, that's a beautiful word. And Marianne Williamson, boy, does she have a vocabulary or what. So beautiful, beautiful. My word today is bless. And the choice for that word is to bless all of my experiences today, everything that's happening for me today. To bless. Love. Oh, I see. You already said it. I thought you were saying love to me. Love. Yes, yes, yes. I love that too. Beautiful word. Bless. Everything I see, everything I feel, everything going on, even if it's, do you have stuff that you experience where you're like, you know, I don't really like feeling this about myself, or I don't really like having these thoughts. I don't really like feeling this way. I'm going to bless it all today. I'm going to bless it all. Instead of arguing or complaining or fighting, I think in our spiritual way, we can be these people who are like always struggling and striving to push and work and make it better and turn it into something good. And, you know, it's okay. Let's bless it. Let's bless it instead, whatever is happening. So that's my word for today. I'll say more about that in a moment. Thank you. So feel free to share your word for the day. And I also want to invite you, if there's a question you have or something you want to share, you know, put it in the comments. And never forget, this is our posse. Whether you're listening, hello, on the replay, whether you're listening on YouTube, wherever you're listening right now, it's now, and this is your posse. So, you know, keep that in mind. All right, I do have some words from my spirit board here. Sitting and asking, you know, Course in Miracles is my jam. It's okay if it's not yours. I love you so much, no matter what. I celebrate our differences, and I celebrate what lights each of us up individually. What is our practice? I celebrate that. So truly, and this is what's working for me, and I'm going to share something beautiful with you today. So in the Course in Miracles, there's a couple prayers. There's one called the responsibility for sight. You know, It's not very exciting title. And the other one is the prayer of the healer, the prayer of the light worker, I call that. So the responsibility for sight is just saying, you know, I'm responsible for what I see. And I choose the perspective I see it from. I'm paraphrasing, by the way. I choose the slant I'm giving it. I choose the feelings connected to it. I choose. So that's the responsibility prayer. Everything I call to me is happening exactly as I'm naming it, exactly as I'm chanting it, exactly as I'm choosing to see it. It is being affirmed. That's why the responsibility for sight, what I see from my heart, what I see from my ego mind, I put it out there and then it becomes real. Then I make it real. So think about that for a minute. Consider something that happened for you maybe over the weekend or even this morning and see if that's not true for you. Good morning, Jana. Good morning, Emily. Good morning. Consider and see if that is true for you. Not just because I said it. Make this your own. So anything that is, you know, you just want to shout do-over. You want to shout do it again, start again. You want to, you know, just like, oh man, have I been going down to Crap City this morning or whatever, or in the night. Remember what I'm saying and choose again. Choose again. Choose again. Here goes my favorite dog is walking by right now. I'll have to see if I can post a picture of him in the stories. We usually run into each other. So pretty, beautiful. You know, I am responsible and everything I have asked for comes to me as I've asked because we're powerful creators and manifestors. So what do you really want to call to you? You know, healing for you and for the world. Then how are we going to see this time? You know, how are we going to see this time? Solutions. Some of us are, you know, I've been hearing from a few of you on hold with unemployment, trying to get that thing hooked up. Can't get through. How do you want to see this? How do you want to see this? How do you want to call it? How do you want to name it? You know, how do you want it to be? You want to feel encouraged? Then we need to see encouraged. So, and anything that isn't working for me, I'm going to bless it and then send it out. I'm going to bless it and set it on its way. So I hope that helps you too. I really do. And good morning, Tanya. Good morning. So the other prayer I love is the healer's prayer, the light worker prayer. That's what I call it. It's really talking about sort of opening your day up to spirit and allowing ourselves to, thank you so much, Melanie. I'm glad to know. I do love a little feedback sometimes, but I am so appreciating these lives because it's getting me over my crap that I carry about how, you know, how it's scary to be here. It's not, actually. It's really, really fun, but my mind is still trying to tell me I'm afraid right now. I'm afraid. So, good morning, Aggie. So thanks again. The other prayer is so beautiful. It's really about giving your day to spirit, giving your day to God in this way, where you say, you know, what would you have me focus on today? What would you have me practice today? Where would you have me go today? In my mind, in my heart, maybe physically, in terms of the people I call or contact, or, you know what I'm saying, connect with. What would you have me do? What would you have me say? Can you imagine? Hi, Kelly. Can you imagine deciding to, before you do anything, even like you post on Instagram or you text somebody, somebody comes into your head and you're like, wow, I haven't heard from them in a while. Are they okay? I mean, that's just part of the time now too. How would it be to be like, all right, what did Robin say? There's this prayer in the Course of Miracles. Yes. What would you have me say? What would you have me do? Where would you have me go? You know, let's try to turn some of this over to that greater energy than just our own little minds. How would that be? Wouldn't that be lovely? Actually, really gorgeous, if you ask me. I'm moving over. Not that I'm complaining about the sun, but I do notice that the sun can start me on my hot flash mornings. So fun. Really, when you're sweating all the time. So try that as a practice and see how it does for you. Where would you have me go? What would you have me say? Is this something you want me to deal with? Is this something you'd like me to attend to today? Is there something I can offer my friend today? You know, that's why I stand here and I ask for the download, because there's plenty of topics I could pluck out of my own mind. There's plenty of stuff I could think of to talk to you about, but I would much rather, and I feel more emboldened by this is what came through for us as a posse. So, you know, and even our posse, you know, you could tune into the energy from these magic mornings and really feel into that and say, let it help you a little bit before you make a move, okay? It's so powerful. Did you guys pick a word for the day today? Those of you just getting here. Hi, Carla. I would love to know. Shannon, that's so funny. Yeah, certain things, you know, it's not a biggie, but certain things can exacerbate it, and hot sun, direct sun is one for me. So it's kind of cool. I can't, you know, this is just me, but I can't help how magnificent my body is, like how interesting my body is and all the powerful things it does, you know, from my immune system to the endocrine system. You know, again, what is my word for the day? Bless. I bless it. I bless these hot flashes. I bless it. I'm not going to carry it in another way today. Cheers. We should cheers a lot more than we do, right? Good morning. Carrie, that's great. Allow. I was wondering if you picked a word for today. Listen. That's beautiful. Aggie, let's try it for a moment. Take a breath and bless the part of you that thinks you can't. You know, for some of us, it's just something that we're used to thinking. So just, I bless the part of me that cannot come up with anything today, and show me my word for the day today. And let's see what happens. You know, if nothing happens, at least we tried, right? We're starting a practice. This is often how, when friends say, can you teach me how to open my intuition? I'm like, absolutely. And what I just said is exactly how we do it. We open and we wait. And if nothing comes, great. The next time we do it again, maybe, you know, maybe. Trust. I love that. That's a beautiful, beautiful word. Good morning, Amanda. Good morning. Good morning. So, I want to tell on myself a little bit from last night as she like goes like this suddenly. There's a chakra here that can, if you ever go to speak your truth and it gets a little wobbly like that, it's so funny. It's so cute. Bless this chakra and my nervousness. So funny. But last night I watched the news. I checked in. I wanted to know. And I watched the Queen. I love her. You know, that was such a reassuring message. And I have no allegiance, alliance, no perspective, no political leaning, what really at all. I just kind of love everybody. It's true. And so I just enjoy so much receiving, you know, I'm going to make myself cry right now. Like from a grandma, encouraging grandma. That's how I chose to hear it. A reassuring word. So I loved that. And then, for some reason, Donnie T came on right after that. Do you know who that is? Yeah. And it just felt scary. You know, suddenly it's like the big father energy for our country anyway, suddenly felt scary again. So I was like, yeah, let's turn it off. I would like to tune to another energy. And so we watched some Morgan Freeman last night. So good. You know what? So good. Then I went to his Instagram handle and read all of his stuff. So good. So helpful. So let's keep that in mind, you know, that like we can get scared, we can get worried, and you don't have to stay there. You can ask yourself, oh yeah, how am I doing in this moment? Is this really supportive and helpful to me? You know, if you live in a house with lots of people and they have CNN on, a few of my friends are like, oh, CNN is on 24/7 in this household, you know. It's okay to leave and take a break. You don't even have to make an announcement. You know, you can just walk out and do something for a little while to get your bearings again. Can't you? Thank you for the hearts. So, Morgan Freeman, what a help. What a help. It really was a different energy. So, you know, the mind, the heart does not care if it's fact or fiction. It cares about the vibration. So please don't think you need to be in reality with everything that's going on to be okay. Follow your guidance, follow your vibes today, okay? It's really important. Just checking on my time. But that wasn't why I wanted to tell on myself. So the upset, I tolerated it for a while before I kind of called it out and said, stop, I need to stop, I need to stop. You know, you can just kind of check out watching the news. Maybe you can zone in, and they're pretty fantastical. I tell you what, the we call clickbait. Do you know that? Those fancy titles. I mean, the news is full of it. And so you might get sucked in. It's not always because it's like you're being, the Pied Piper is calling you, you know? So it took me a little while to get out again and to take myself like, whoa, I need to go out of this energy. And so through the night, I had some upsetting disaster thoughts, but this is what the ego does. This is what I wanted to say to you. The ego will not stay on the topic of what I heard Donnie T, that's what I call Donald Trump, saying. It won't be on that. What it'll do is get onto your favorite hit list, your personal upsetting favorite hit list. So that's what happened. So through the night I had some ups and downs. But the thing is that, and like thoughts were coming to me that felt much more true and real about me as a person or my life in general or how I'm doing. So if that happens to you, be curious about that. What if we could decide, you know, let's not decide it's truth. If your head is like suddenly spinning stories, and I hear enough of mine, but, you know, and I tell you these a lot on the podcast, but some that I hear from friends are like, my life is going nowhere. I've never, you know, amounted to anything, whatever or how will we make it abundance wise? So if you're having some of those thoughts, let's just say, what an interesting caper. I wonder if there was some time today where I was allowing some of that fear without really recognizing it. And I'm going to bless this thought I'm having now. This is the word, bless. I'm going to bless this thought. I'm going to release it. I'm going to understand it doesn't have to be real. And I'm going to change the channel. So some of you are mentioning some good things here in the comments. And this is what we do. We change the channel. We change the channel. We put on music. You can't always get out and go for a walk in the middle of the night, you know, but you could put something on. And so audio, yes, audiobooks, Harry Potter. I wonder which narrator you prefer. There are two, you know. Yes, the Harry Potters. John Krasinski is awesome. There's so much we could be doing, or just beautiful music, okay? So let's remember that if you're feeling afraid, if you're feeling stressy or scared or any vibe, I'm talking about here, remember to choose again. Choose again. Choose again, because this now is always new, and your ego will stop if you stop it by just saying bless you and goodbye. No. We know so many beautiful ways to turn off the TV, turn off the radio, change the channel. When food has gone bad in the fridge, we put it in the compost. We know how to do what I'm talking about in 100 bazillion ways in our lives. So this is nothing new for you. It's just maybe the thoughts you haven't considered. I can compost these thoughts. Yes, put them in the compost, as some people call it. So very, very good. And yeah, if you guys have things you're loving that are on that positive whatever, share it here. Of course, besides morning magic, you mean. I know. Yeah. So, yeah. So it's not a big deal if you have a tough time. I kind of noticed that in the light worker world anyway, and the friends that I help or the students I teach, the courses I've offered, people really, we carry a story that we're on a journey, and at some point we need to perfect all of it. And it's just not true. The best ones on the journey are the ones that will say it was a hard day, it was a hard hour, it was a tough moment, and thank goodness I remembered, I did my practice and it's better. So, up and down, it's fine. You're perfect. Perfect. I'm glad, and that's the thing, like Spirit led us here. Those of you remembering to come, and whoever is here that's a surprise, I do see a few new names. Spirit led you here, it's so beautiful. So you may see that I've been holding something in my hand. Today is a day to, if you don't already do this, have something with you, a touchstone. Maybe it's a crystal, a tiny thing. Maybe it's something big that you just have been carrying. It's a nice piece of amethyst that you carry around with you and keep with you to help you. Number one kiddo in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Morning, Liz. Liz, did you pick a word for the day today? We're picking words of the day today to help us stay aligned. So I was talking about these couple things here. This is you may be able to recognize the shape. Looks like Mary. This is a Mary that I have from Italy. It's made of olive wood, and it came from the Modern Museum. There's like a Modern Mary Museum. Anyway, it's not the whole point, but depending on how you hold it, it's made to be held in your hand, but depending on how you hold it, it's the shape of the dove. Look at that, the dove. Here's her, when she's pregnant. There's another position, I can't remember, where she's the Annunciation. Anyway, I carry her in my pocket with me today, especially. It's helpful. Steady, that's a great word. I love that word. It's so powerful. And Liz, the ducks came today. They're right outside the window. Steady, that's beautiful. It's amazing how powerful this journey can be, even now, even now, when we choose intentionally how we're going to roll through the week, or through the day. Sorry, no, because we're just doing increments of 24 hours. Yeah, and these can be ordered online. They come right from Assisi, a beautiful artist. They carve them. They make them in clay. Melanie, you would probably love it. The display is really gorgeous. I'll try and put a couple photos in my stories today. But she is so beautiful. And look at that. There, she's pregnant. there's the dove. There it is. I can't remember what the fourth one is, but I know it's about being told she's going to conceive. So what can you put in your pocket today? I got number one husband, a coin. He's big into Stoicism, if anyone knows that philosophy, Stoics. And they have a coin that is always reminding them about their philosophy and their practice. So he keeps that in his pocket. It's so good to help yourself. Don't feel like you're doing something wrong or you're going to jinx yourself if you say, hey, my feelings are feeling today, or my energy is stressy today. Help yourself out. Like, I love the word steady. I love the word bless. There you go. How about safe haven as your word today, babe? That's beautiful. So, we're doing a service when we choose intentionally. There's nothing wrong with you practicing. There's everything right. And, you wonder a lot, how can I be of service? How can I help people? Even because I can't leave my home. They're asking us to stay home big time this week, in the States anyway, to see if we can't, do our due. Keep that coaster on the down slope at some point. You can send light. You can send love. You can choose not to be somebody who's in your terror and fear unchecked. Unchecked. You got to go like that. Somebody who catches it and says, no, I'm not going to be freaked all day long. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to be okay. So, if you have any moments where you feel irrational, or a friend of yours seems irrational, or something is going on that feels kind of over the top or just crazy today, give them your word in your mind, in your heart, even if it's a stranger on the news. Share your word for them as a prayer. See what it does. Report back. It's amazing. I bless you. That's my word today. Or, yesterday my word was rejoice. There was so much to see in the news that I could apply that to. Feel free to offer that to others and know that you're being of service. Okay? So, the last thing I'll say is take space for you. Take space for you. This time, I said this on the podcast this morning. By the way, there's a new episode of Tea with Robin up. And if you ask me, it's 5 stars. Really, really good. Number one and I just listened to it this morning. And he said, wow, it's really so necessary now. Things like this are so needed in the world. And I really appreciate it too, because for me, it really comes through, and I do my best not to censor or edit anymore. So sometimes there are long gaps and we think, did the thing just turn off? Because there's a long gap, but I'm trying not to change any of it because I know it's coming through as an inspired energy. So that was really, really beautiful this morning. And I forgot why I was telling you that, to be honest. But the podcast is up there and it was super good. And, we're practicing along. So take space for you today. Do things that are, do things that are uplifting. Please don't feel bad if you don't want to clean your entire house or clean out your junk room or your junk drawer, or make 100 blankets to send to people as a donation, or build the deck on the back of your house. I celebrate you if you're genuinely excited. I love that you listened to your guidance and you did it. There's a certain kind of blanket of energy right now that makes us maybe feel a little bit more tired than usual, a little more pressure. Like up here, I notice the people I'm talking to in sessions, I can see right here, there's a heaviness right here. It starts here and it moves out, and it's just a pressure down. It might be some grounding energy trying to come through, but there's more of a heaviness going on than usual. So if you can't figure out why you're not motivated don't be so hard on yourself, okay? Try not to be so hard on yourself. It's really important. And with that, I think that's it. How about we do a little healing today? I'd love to do that if you feel open to receiving. And if not, that's totally cool. You don't have to take it in. You can just keep doing this and share it on. Share it on. Share it on. If you know somebody who needs it, share it on, okay? So just if it feels right, we can open the crown of our heads. And let's just take a breath and soften. And we'll just invite the light. In this moment now, I invite the light. Kind of did my healer's prep this morning early, and so I'm ready to roll here, sending you some soothing and some ease. I'm sending some joy and sparkles and inspiration. I'm sending some light and some joy and some beauty. I'm sending some interesting, fun, cool creativity, especially to the kiddos in our posse here. Inspiration, permission, it's coming to you now. If you need anything extra, just put it in the comments here while I'm sending. And just to share a little about how this works for me, this is not me sending it out of my body to you. This is me opening to the divine, opening to the earth. There's so much energy in the earth. Opening. That's beautiful. That's what I love. Pink is always the color, the rose quartz out of my hands. In the beginning when I was really practicing and learning in school. Rose quartz was always my channel. Yeah, connection. That's beautiful. Okay, so here comes some energy for connection. Right to the solar plexus. Right to the heart chakra. So I tune down into the earth. My feet are planted firmly. I stand a lot while I'm doing this. Sometimes even on camera, I'll just still stand. I'm standing now. Stand instead of sit and ground deeply into the earth. It's a very cool thing. If you ever want to Google, tell me about the earth's core, you will learn things that are just mind-blowing about, like I always say, the rubies, the diamonds, things that are in the mantle that push up out. But just that process of how gravity is actually happening. Molten lava at the core, rotating around itself. I mean, it's just like, wow, this is how birds navigate, how they stay up there. Planes, we've got a lot of stuff that is kind of wow. Yeah. Obviously, you know what I mean about planes. But yeah, so stay grounded, stay connected. And if you don't feel quite right, come outside and take a walk in the grass. Do you remember Richard Gere in Pretty Woman? I go outside every day, regardless of the weather or the temperature, and I stand in my bare feet. Sometimes I have to bring shoes with because it's intensely cold or frost. But I'm making my sync up, my hook up, my connection. It's really important. Good morning, Daniela. Good morning, Erica. So, light and healing I send from my heart to yours. And maybe now you just take your own hands and turn them in to yourself, anywhere you need it. Chakras in your hands. If you don't know how that works, think about an image of a flower opening. That's chakras in the hands. Offer yourself the light. Offer yourself the light. Where do you need it today? The energy of connection for me is in the solar plexus and the heart chakra. And let's allow that energy in. Another nice move is just, if you're feeling any kind of energy stress, go ahead and shake it out. You know that song from Taylor Swift, Shake It Off? Shake it off, shake it off. Getting stressy, shake it off. Dancing is always a good move. So my friends, I hope this was super helpful for you today. I'm here every day at the same time, same bat time, same bat channel. And the replays go to YouTube every day by 2 o'clock. There's also audio files if you prefer to receive the audios. That's a pay what you want offering on my website. And I invite you to support this work. Support this work by sharing it on with a friend who may really appreciate and be helped by this. Support the work financially. There's a link in the profile to do that. Or, take what you're learning and share it with someone. Just do the practice. Take your word for the day. You see somebody out there freaking out. You see somebody out there, you feel a sense of worry. Decide to share your word of the day as a prayer. Steady. I send you steady. I'm seeing you steady. I'm seeing you blessed. I'm seeing you alive. I'm seeing you allow. I'm seeing you trust. Right? Wowzers. So lots of ways you can support this work, and I appreciate all of it, and I appreciate you. And I'm always here. I'm still working, offering healing sessions, and if this is a time for you, message me and we'll work it out, okay? Still doing what I love. Like I say every day, I was born for this time, so be happy to help. Yeah, love and light to you and everyone here too. So this is me signing off. Gonna go make some brekkie and maybe take a walk. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'll see you in the morning, okay? Bye. It's me, Robin. Thanks again. Bye.